Hello there. It's that time. It's our attitude adjustment time. Time to look at life on the light side. Now, I have a disclaimer about that. First of all, I hope you like my today's fluffies. They're not going to happen every day. I only have a couple of them, and I think this runs them out. There's a few other sillyish things, but we'll see what I decide to do with that. So, anyway, I want to make sure you're not confused that because I talk about the importance of taking things on the light side, that I am not serious about what our situation is. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty sucky. But for our own health and well-being, I'm gonna twist this a little bit. Gotta give my ears some place to breathe. Okay. Yeah, this is very serious and it's sucky and it's a lousy place to be. And we need to stay positive to retain our health, our strength, and our ability to stand up for good and truth and peace and justice, and to know no matter what the appearances are, God is in charge. I know, doesn't seem like that sometimes, but hang in there with me. So, we are going to get excited today about the National Day calendar. And today it is National Pharmacist Day. Boy, those pharmacists are probably having quite the time with people nagging them. When am I going to get the vaccine? When am I going to get the vaccine? When am I going to? Do you know what it takes for me not to call every day and go, so, any news? Any news? I know that they just did a live thing. Our local governor, our Connecticut governor, did a thing, and they said that they are, 75 and over is getting closer, and they even moved it to 65 and over. And I hope they prorate it to 75 or over because it was 75 or over first. And I did not live on this planet for 75 years to be put behind some 69-year-old, 65-year-old whippersnapper to get my damn shot. But I did get on the list early anyway. Yes, the COVID virus is horrible and deadly, and we don't want it, and we want it gone, but we can't let it take our joy, especially if we're feeling good and waiting on the vaccine. Okay, so that's important. It is Kiss a Ginger Day. So I don't have any gingers to kiss. My kitty is black, so not even that, but I'll throw kisses to Billie Jean, Caroline, any other gingers I know. It's funny that they call um people with red hair, ginger. Some people look down at them. It's really jealousy because there are not that many natural redheads, and they're so darn cute. And you see ones that have that really, really red hair. Oh, think of what people pay to get that out of a bottle. Heck, I'll just go with my bargain basement blue or purple or whatever I'm doing that day. You can tell it's one of those bad hair days, but screw it, just put something on and move on. Okay, it is also Marzipan Day. Ooh, but my marzipan cookies are gone. I ate them a long time ago, so I already celebrated that. It's curry chicken day. Don't eat chicken. So I think I'm gonna have bits leftover soup day in this house. And it's Shop for Travel Day. Dream Day. Oh, for me, I can't wait. And I pray that those precious motels and businesses on Route 66 are still there and thriving when this blasted bug is gone and I can hit the road again because I love to hit the road. We know I love that. So, those are our entries today. And so maybe you don't like travel and maybe you don't like whatever. So do something you love every day, whatever that is. Taking care of ourselves and staying on the light side is so important. I want to talk about energy and vibration. And I do send out a weekly, it's called a meta musing. And I was away from it for a while, but now I'm trying to get back to it. And but in the meta musing today, I was talking about energy. You can probably, I'm going to post it later just to my page, my timeline, so you will find it. And but anyway, in it, it talks about keeping our energy high, no matter what is going on, because the more tense we get, the more we tighten up, the lower our vibration becomes, and the more locked into our fear, our doubt, our negativity. Here's an example. All righty. Oh, take that away. Here we have a pen. Now, you know what's going to happen if I drop that pen. It's going to go on the floor because it's easier to go with gravity than against it. But if we look at the gravity of the situation, which is that negative impact of negative thoughts, and they're going to keep bringing us down, we have to realize. So, you got a pen? Got a pencil? Grab it. Okay. You have a pen or pencil, grab something else. So, if you take this, your pen or pencil, or whatever you grabbed, you can do a coffee cup, I don't care, whatever, and you hold it on the top and the bottom, that you can pull it down a lot easier than you can pull it up. It takes more energy to pull it up than pull it down. Think about that. There's a saying about that with optimists. It says that um, one pessimist can pull down five optimists faster than five optimists can pull up one pessimist. Now, a real message about that is be careful who you hang around with. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you let into your head. That's why we've got to be very careful with what we watch on TV, and I strive every day. You know, I'm one of those people that thinks that I am the director of the universe. I know I'm not, but there's that part of me that thinks that I have to know everything, or or the world's going to fall apart, I have to know I'm not that. And you got that FOMO going on, fear of missing out. I want to be the first one that knows. I just listen. Please give me some good news. Give me some good news. But I've been working very hard over the days to train myself more to look for the positive and to back off from the news. Just back off, even back off from your Facebook things that are not positive. Even if you just see those, I didn't mean Facebook, I meant YouTube. Even if you only see a title, a headline, that can pull you down. Remember, it's easier for negativity to pull us down than for us to pull up our negativity into the higher realm. Okay. It's all about vibration and density. And one of the things that lightens up our vibration and our density is prayer and meditation. Now, there's another thing, but I'm going to invite you to try it right now. I'll bet you may not join me because it's going to take you out of your comfort zone. Now, our comfort zone's a great place to be. But if we don't leave it from time to time, we're not ever going to have changes. It's like they say, even a turtle never get ahead of it, doesn't stick its neck out from time to time. So, and like a balloon, when you blow up a balloon and then you let all the air go out, the balloon never goes back to as tight as it was before. So I'm not trying to kick you permanently out of your comfort zone. You can still spend time in there, but I am encouraging you to get out of it. Okay. Just stretch. You can stretch and then go back and hide in your comfort zone and then stretch and then go back in your comfort zone. So I, we're going to sing. Let me get the frogs out. So you don't know this song. If you know this song, I will be shocked. But I'm going to sing it. I'm going to sing it a total of 5 times. And I'm hoping this is an experiment in lightening up. I'm hoping by the 5th time at the very least, and hopefully earlier, you will join me. This is a song by Rudy Harst, who is a young man. Well, I guess he's not such a young man anymore. I'm looking back 30 years. A guy who writes some very upbeat songs. So, I'm not promising I'm on key or in tune, but I'm doing it. Okay. It's about being happy. I'm going to sing it 5 times. Join in as soon as you can. Okay. I am so happy, I can't keep from singing. If you are happy, won't you sing along? I am so happy, I can't help but singing. If you are happy, won't you sing along? I am so happy, I can't help but singing. If you are happy, won't you sing along? I am so happy, I can't keep from singing. If you are happy, won't you sing along? I am so happy, I can't keep from singing. If you are happy, won't you sing along? Now, if you sang along, you're probably feeling better because that's the way it works. And so keep remembering, find a way. I mean, come on, there's lots of happy songs. If you're happy and you know it, do do do, that one. But it's up to you to sing them. But here's more stuff that goes on when you're singing and you're trying to pay attention to the where your voice is going and the words you're going to sing and everything. You're filling that space up that worry was occupying, that fear and dread and depression was occupying. Okay, you gotta get it out. Okay. So the more time you spend doing something like singing, laughing, um, my daughter and I think I've told you this before, we watch movies at night. She gets home from work and I get my laptop up and there's that thing called Watch Party. And so you can watch a movie with someone and you can do some chatting on the side. Now, I'll be real honest, not every movie was a real hit. A couple of them were real. And but we try to watch comedies because they take your mind out of your stress and distress and put you in a happier place. And I think that's what we need if we want to keep shifting our vibration to a higher place and therefore making ourselves happier and healthier. Healthier is a big point. Even Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, said that like if you need healing, to sing, and that the vibration of the song and the music that flows through you has healing properties. So it's a just singing is good. And I know when there's nobody around, you probably feel pretty silly singing all by yourself. But when we sing, we may do something like that again. You never know. Uh, so let's talk a little bit about worry. Okay. Because we tend to worry. And I don't know about you, but I feel I have a responsibility to be informed, to know what's going on. And if there's something I can do, sign a petition, speak out, spread a good, healthy thoughts, make someone aware of something they might not have been aware of. Anything I can do, you do. So here's the way it works with worry. First of all, assign yourself your worry time during the day. Now, you pick whenever you want to worry. I do not recommend right before you go to bed. Not a good thing to generate sweet dreams. So, hang on a minute. I'm just going to move up here. I gotta move up on my things. Any comments? Okay. Yeah, Cheryl says, yeah, that does make you smile. It does. It's a good song. Oh, he's got so many. He's got one that goes, step on up, step on up, step on up into a higher place. Step on up, step on up, step on up into a higher place. I love that one. Oh, and he's got one about, let me think. I'll have to look it up in my little book, but it's about being yourself and not what somebody else expects you to be. How much time in your life did you spend trying to be what somebody else thought you should be? Let that one go. Okay, so we're going back to worry time. Give yourself your worry time, or your watching the news time, or your whatever time. And when you're in there, review what you're worried about. Maybe you want to journal about it, but if you journal about it, yeah, part of me says you might want to journal and get rid of it. The other part of me says you might want to journal it and look back in 5 years and see, hey, it worked out okay anyway. You know, it's like this guy I used to watch. I thought he was so wonderful, inspirational speaker named Cabot Robert, and he said, you know, he said 90% of the people who get sick get better just by nature, but they give the credit elsewhere. God designed us to be healed. And oh, I know what he said. He said the doctor gets the credit. The doctor gets the credit. So the doctor, we're made to naturally heal. But if you need a doctor, you need a doctor, okay? But sometimes when healing is natural, we're giving the credit for the healing elsewhere. Okay, back to the worry time. Okay, so you got your worry time. You figure out when it's going to be. It's going to be from here to there. Set a little timer to tell you when worry time is over. Let it freaking go. And then give it a 5 minute limit so you can unprocess it. So, what are you worried about? Then you ask yourself, what can I do about that? Is there something that you can do to make things better? If there is something you can do, then do it. Example, if you're really upset about the commercials that have the song Sarah McLachlan sings in the arms of the angels, showing the poor dogs and cats in the shelters, get your butt off the chair and go write out a check or look them up on Charity Navigator and send some money. Help out. There are things we can do. And like I said yesterday, we got to stop expecting God to do everything when there's a lot of things we can do ourselves. Okay. Um, so what if you can't do anything about it? Why are you obsessing over it if there is nothing you can do about it? Oh, wait, there's always something we can do, and it shouldn't be what everyone says when all else fails, pray. Mm, I think we need to start off before all else fails. When something happens, we need to take a breath and to pray. We have to know that we were told not to judge by appearances, but to judge with righteous judgment. Life is meant to be good. The negative things we are experiencing are usually something that we did. My mom said, you brought this on yourself, individually or collectively. So there's usually something we can somehow do. But pray first, because that's where the divine ideas are that will help us figure out what to do about it. And then you got to let it go. If there's nothing you can do about it, why are you burning up a second of your time obsessing and worrying about it? Enjoy the day, enjoy the blessing of your life. What a damn shame it would be if you died tomorrow and you wasted the blessing of today worrying. Huh? That occurred to me. I was a worrywart mom. When my kids were little, I worried about everything. I worried they get hurt. I worried they disappear. I worried they get sick. I worried they die. Well, I'm sorry. It is so. My mom was a worrier. So I don't know if that's nature or nurture, but one day as I was looking out at my kids running around and being so concerned about life and whatever might be ahead of them, and we had nothing going on that we have going on now, for God's sake. But I said to myself, I'm not going to waste 1 second of my child's life worrying about something, because as long as we're here and we're together and everything's good, I want to enjoy that. Because if nothing happens, I would have spent all that time worrying for nothing and taken up our good times together in worry. And if the worst happened, if something happened, the good times we would have had, we could have enjoyed, we lost because of worrying, okay? We cannot let worry. That does not mean we go into denial. And in order to get into that piece, you're going to have to read my thing, because I'm not going to go into that whole thing. But yeah, Cheryl says, I agree. God wants us to pray and act. He gave us a brain and a body. We need to use those gifts for our good and the good of others. Absolutely. Every morning in my prayer time, I tell God, I joyfully, joyfully dedicate and consecrate my life to your will, your work, and your way. And then I say, I am open and receptive to your living spirit of truth. Sometimes we get the answers we want. Sometimes the answers take longer. Sometimes the answers tell us to put on silly little dealy boppers and put yourself out in public to as far and wide as this may go. So I'm hoping you got a little bit of light from that, and we've got some time left. Excuse me, for a few jokes. So if you weren't feeling happy, joyful, silly, okay, now I have to warn you, some of these are fresh. And some of these I may start the joke and then stop it because I realize where it's going. And I tried to review them so I know what to look at and what not to look at. But let's see what we got going on here. Okay, they're supposed to be hilarious jokes. Okay. A little pun. Singing in the shower is all fun and games until you get shampoo in your mouth, and then it just becomes a soap opera. Okay. All right, this one's fresh, but I guarantee if you don't laugh at this, there's something wrong with you. Don't fart in the Apple store because they don't have windows. I had to laugh at that one. Okay, parallel lines have so much in common. It's a shame they'll never meet. Okay. What's green and fuzzy, and if it fell out of a tree, would kill you? Answer, a pool table. Hey, I never said they weren't stupid. Okay. Some of them are not nice, so I don't use them. Why did the EMTs travel in sets of two? Why? Because they wanted to be a paramedics. Okay. People used to laugh at me when I would say I want to be a comedian. Well, nobody's laughing now. That's kind of every comedian's major fear. Okay. My wife and I were happy for 20 years, and then we met. Uh, this is kind of like iffy. My grandfather has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the local zoo. Okay. People say I'm condescending. That means I talk down to people. That's a good one. Okay. The voices in my head may not be real, but they have some good ideas. How about laugh at your problems? Everybody else does. Boy, did you ever think about that? How many times we think our problems are huge and somebody else thinks, what's the deal with that? Here's the last one for today. It's number 21, so I may pick this up another day as I move through them. Um, okay, always borrow money from a pessimist. He won't expect it back. All right. Well, I thought that was fun. I hope you think that's fun. Now, remember when I said earlier that we should do something every day that we like, that makes us happy? Well, in just a half hour from now, I am going to be on the portal with my great grandson, and we are going to make bag bread. It's a recipe I found once. There it is. And it's how you can make bread with kids. And you put the stuff in a Ziploc bag and they get to mush it up. So it's going to be kind of exciting to see what turns out. It's like I told his grandmother, could be great fun. Could be you never want to speak to me again. We'll see how it comes out. Well, I'm going to let you go for today. And I hope you got a little bit of light and lightness from the day. And I look forward to meeting again tomorrow. And together we can reach up and go on our light side. Okay, Cheryl asked for the recipe. Absolutely. I think I've got it in my computer. I saved it and I will just, I'll either copy and paste it or I'll get a way to get it to you. So good day to you. God bless and stay on the light side as much as you are able.